Right, yeah.
On our page.
I know, on our page, yeah.
Yeah, checking all the stuff, and it was coming alive, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, there
it caught
is.
my attention, ADHD.
Yeah, right, You get to see yourself on the TV and whatnots,
Yeah.
So, hey, we're back on the ship, and yeah, it's the holiday season. We just released our Christmas special, our first annual Christmas special. It's been with Rocky Horror.
Rocky Horror in abundance!
Right? And that's a great episode.
That was awesome,
Yeah.
actually. I really enjoyed
Very cool,
it.
2 nights. We got to spend the 2 nights with them, rehearsal night and stuff like that, so that was really cool. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys are enjoying what we're doing. We're loving what we're doing and creativity we're able to come up with, and the camaraderie and everything we're doing. We're very happy with the direction. But we love to hear from you guys. I mean, you guys have been kind of quiet on the front. We've asked for comments before, and I'm sure I'm probably asking for comments, and I'm going to get all kinds of comments. Hopefully good, But yeah, we would love to engage.
Actually, I don't think we have any comments on anything.
So hey, that's up to you guys.
I mean, on YouTube.
Yeah, so yeah, that's up to you guys. Because we just want to make the show better, So hey, be part of it, But yeah, this is the end of the year. We're like what 2 days out from Christmas Eve.
I know, right? I can't believe it's already this late end of the year.
So what do you got? So Christmas Eve, what's Christmas Eve look like in MK's world?
I'm going to the Rev's house.
Oh, he's having a party?
No. Well, if he is, it's going to be a small party.
Oh,
So.
Nice. Gotta love the Rev.
Yeah.
For sure.
I do.
Yeah.
One of my friends.
Nice. So, and then Christmas Day, how's that looking at the MK household?
Going out hour and a half to Morocco.
Oh boy, that's gonna be a fun trip. Hopefully the snow, because yeah, like when we're filming
I'm not
this,
driving.
yeah, we're like in the middle of just maybe possibly getting some massive generational snow thing.
We're guessing about 3.5 inches.
3.5 inches, and we're
maybe 5 tops.
And we're all up in arms over 5 inches of snow.
Well, I just don't want to have to dig my car out because I just hurt my back.
I remember the blizzard.
So if I look uncomfortable, it's because my back hurts. Ow!
I was in the blizzard in 1979, and
I was too.
And 78, and that snow, that was real snow. I mean, what we've got here, 3 inches, 5 inches, and now we're alerting NASA and Superman and Batman to, stop the weather, apparently.
There's a couple different times that I remember, like 1985, there was a bunch of snow, and I remember playing with my dad outside.
But the snow has lessened over the years.
There was a time in the 90s where we had like 4 feet of snow, 5, 6, I don't even know. It drifted up to my house to the point where we had to like dig our way out of the house. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, little ice tunnels and stuff like that.
And like now, I feel bad for the kids because back in those days, they're all like, you don't have to come into school. And now they're telling the kids, you get to have remote learning from home. And it's like, oh, they don't even get a snow day.
Yeah, seriously.
They don't even get a snow day.
But you know what? It serves them right, though. They're all a bunch of sinners.
Don't even.
You call the dog.
So, with that said, we decided that, we're going to do a little end of the year thing. We've had our ups and downs this season. But now I think we're definitely full on track. We're good.
I think mostly we could say that we're good because we're having fun doing what we're doing. We're not overly stressed out about what we're doing. And everything that's coming is coming very naturally and just kind of flowing to us. And we're having a really fun time this season.
And it's all because of you guys. It's all because of, we do this for us, because we have a blast doing it. And we just like, I just acting like an idiot like I normally do.
We do it for us. Do it for the artists.
Yep.
And we do it for the community.
Yeah. And, and what's community without people?
Without you?
Because I think
community.
I'm pretty sure if there's a recipe for community, I think people are involved. There's a smidgen of people.
a community does suggest a larger group of people working together to have a civilization and work, live healthily and happily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of the civilized world, Christmas is upon us. Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho.
And the new year. So I think we want to wish everybody happy holidays, obviously, of course. And then, I think we said in our last video too, everybody just take a breath, breathe. It's, the world needs a reset and needs to kind of cleanse its palate of certain things. And
breathe in the fresh air and imagine yourself breathing out the toxins.
Right? In NFT form.
Literally as you breathe out.
Yeah. Out, with the waste. Yeah, seriously.
Literally, it's a good way to put it.
Starts with a T and ends with an P. Anyways, guys, so we decided that we're gonna go over our episodes and kind of just talk about, because you guys see one side of it, and here we live this other side of it. So MK's got her phone here, so we're just gonna go back a few episodes, like maybe 3 or 4 episodes. We'll go back to let's see. Let's go back to the art. When we did the art gallery, that's where we'll start. So remember when we did the art show in Chicago?
I'm looking for it.
It's right there.
This one?
Yeah, Another Living Gem. Yeah, that's us. That's me and you. So I think this here was actually the first one that I edited.
Yeah, because that's where the back alleyway was.
Yeah,
I never got to go back there. It was the door was shut and locked at the time or something. I didn't want to dare open it and go in the back just to get a breather or whatever.
And it's the funny thing about it is that spot right there.
I don't know why I felt that way, but for some reason I just.
What's funny is that what we're talking about is our intro in the back alley there. So it was funny because at that show, everybody was having fun. It was everybody's partying. And that back area was kind of like the smoke area. And I went back there at one point, and there was probably everybody was in there. There was nobody in the gallery. Everybody was in literally this little alleyway spot, and it was just all this amazing people, and everybody was just passing around, and it was fantastic. It was great. And did you not get in on that?
I never get to go back there. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
that
I think
that
didn't happen.
When we were back there, I was in the bathroom, or maybe I was talking to somebody, but we didn't really want to leave our stuff there without somebody. We did for a while.
I left my stuff there. I'm like, if you're gonna steal from me,
But I did talk to people a lot.
Yeah.
I talked to a lot of people, actually.
Yeah, we met a lot of cool people, and you got to do your poetry.
I did.
That was cool.
I'm so itching to do more poetry.
Yeah, and that gallery, hopefully we'll be able to get back to there. I think he's supposed to be doing something in January. Yeah. So, hopefully, we'll be able to get back up to Chicago and do another art show. As you could, if you watch the episode, you could see, MK's art and then, my photography and stuff like that. So,
I've got a whole bunch of new stuff I've been working on.
Yeah. And I'm always taking a picture just because it's part of my job.
Yeah, he actually is. He could do a whole series, just cars and shit like that.
Yeah. So, but the cool thing about it was it was like our maiden voyage out, the two of us. With just basically this idea that we've had and that we've grown and just first time out.
Yeah.
And it was like, what can we do? What do we know? And going through different changes, which obviously, if you watch the show, and you have watched a couple of the shows, that
we've had a lot of changes.
We've had a lot of changes, and but we're growing, and that's
we're just going with the flow, though. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's and I love that about this show. That just things are really starting to just happen as far as just falling into our laps and just our names out there now, so we're actually be able to get the bigger names and stuff like that. So we're growing, and that's what it's about. So again, with the help from you guys, you guys know a band, you guys know a venue, you guys know any of that stuff. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
We want to come see us and that. So, but I think It was weird for us. It was a long night. It was a long day.
It was fun for me though because like I've not done an art show.
Yeah,
before.
and then your first art show.
I've done pop-ups, but never at an art gallery.
Yeah, in Chicago, no less.
In Chicago.
I mean, besides what New York. I mean, as far as America goes, you know,
it was beautiful. It was 15-foot ceilings, so I literally brought one of my biggest pieces that hang on my wall. It's like 30-something centimeters by 30. I don't know. It's from IKEA, and I just repainted over top of it. But it's really big, and it's something that I actually, if someone doesn't want to pay the price for it, I'm not selling it. But I got to see it up on a wall, and it was really beautiful, and that was very special to me to see my stuff up there. Yeah, and have people ask me questions and to hear what they thought about it. Actually,
right? Yeah, I mean, getting feedback is a huge
really
thing.
Cool.
You know, I mean, I feel that completely. I mean, feedback, if you know, as long as, you know, positive feedback. I mean, everybody, you know, takes constructive criticism different ways and that, but you should always, you know, I think people that, you know, may not mean anything bad. There's some people that probably mean something bad, but, you know, those people need to be stomped out. But
yeah, the hardest part was my angel girl.
Oh, yeah.
Because the mirror pieces kept falling off of her on the way to the gallery because we had to walk like 2 blocks. Yeah,
we did. We had to walk 2 blocks with everything. But, you know, it was cool. And it was around Halloween, so we got to see that one cool Halloween decoration and stuff like that. But, you know, it was a new beginning for us. And
it was.
And so we were able to, you know, you get to know us a little bit better, too. I think in these shows.
Yeah.
I think, you know, we want to introduce ourselves. You know, we want to, you know, like talk with you guys and like have conversations and stuff like that. It's part of it.
It is.
For me, you know. So that, you know, that was our first fly out, and that was my first time like fully in charge of editing and everything like that. So probably not the greatest. I mean, the editing has grown, which I'm happy about. You know, I've actually learned a lot. So, and I'm actually growing, you know, educationally. I'm peaking.
I am struggling with the editing. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I'll be holding class here in the next couple of weeks, and I'll sign you up. Small fee. I mean, for my time, for the books, and for the stuff like that, you know. But for you, I will cut you a deal. So regularly it's $250, you know, which is $250, you know. But what I'll do is I'll cut your deal, and I'll do it for like $249. All right, we'll talk later about that.
Very
Yeah, you know, I am a giver. So anyways, guys, so the next show, what was the next show? You think we would know this, right?
My phone's already locked up, you know.
Oh, our season 2 premiere with Velvet Revenge. That deserves a major shout out to Velvet Revenge. I do apologize for that. Velvet Revenge was awesome. You guys, Jerry and Jake and everybody, did phenomenal.
Why are you apologizing?
Well, I don't know. Why not?
Because you didn't do anything wrong.
I mean, you don't know that. I could have done a lot of things wrong. Matter of fact, I know I've done a lot of things wrong.
Don't get me wrong, the Velvet Revenge thing was amazing.
It was.
But it's nothing to apologize not mentioning them at like the beginning or whatever.
Well, I could have been apologizing for something completely different, though.
You weren't, though.
I could have been. As a matter of fact, I save up my apologies and my wrongdoings, and I do them offset because there's so many of each.
Rockology? No.
Yeah, no, I think we did, Rockology. Yeah, I believe, yeah. So the next show was Rockology.
Yeah.
And so we know Mike and everybody there, and it was their new singer,
Maddie Haskell.
Maddie Haskell, phenomenal singer.
I really like Maddie.
And I mean,
she's so sweet.
You know, and again, you know, Rockology.
I had a really nice time interviewing them.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing with them, that they are together, and I think that's missing a lot in bands and stuff today. That they it seems like they're very loyal to each other.
There's a vibe.
Yeah,
they really care about each other.
Yeah, they're probably loyal to their own fault, you know. But that's great. I mean,
But that's just coming from emotionally unavailable people.
Yeah, it keeps them adhesive, you know.
Yes, there's adhesive there.
And
that was a very fun night.
Yeah, it was great, and we saw the line dancing.
Selfie stick for the first time.
Yeah, the first time that the pretentious selfie stick.
Very odd. That was odd.
That was again learning experience.
And there was a lot of dead animal heads.
A lot of dead
animal heads.
It's the Northwood, so it's, with the name of Northwood, there's going to be some sorts of
But then there
animals.
was the line dancing, like Nigel said.
Yeah, the line dancing to Green Day. And you know what? Props out to the people that line dance to Green Day. If you line dance to Green Day, you're all right in my book, I guess.
And Violent Femmes, Blister in the Sun.
Yeah.
That was so weird.
Don't like a good blister in the sun.
No, the music was good, but then to see people line dancing, specifically line dancing to it, I was just like, I didn't know you could do that. But apparently you can. Apparently you can line dance to anything. You could probably line dance to house music.
Well, like a
rap music.
Yeah. Well, like a certain, person named Tim Curry once said, dream it, you can be it. And that's those are true words.
Honestly, like part of Rocky Horror has been stuck in my head for like days now.
Probably just keep listening to the soundtrack over and over.
I keep thinking the part with at the end where he's like Frankenfurt, or like the whole thing, and I'm just like, oh. But it's like not a bad, just more like, could we play a different part?
So yeah, Rockology was a great night. That was our second, flight out on our own. And, again, with the editing, learning experience. And so, yeah, I mean, it was cool. Mike called me up and he's like, hey, like I said, you want to do some photos? I'm like, well, let's do a whole bunch more with that. Let's do photos and. 'Cause that's the other nice thing about us guys. I mean, she's an artist, I'm a photographer. She does commissions, I do photography. So hit us up if you guys, want anything. For bands or personal whatevers and stuff.
But make sure you check our stuff out first so you know what you're getting yourself into. For reals, like I'm not joking.
So, on our list, if you go to our website, Night Living Jam, we also have some movie reviews that that Night Living Jam is at, which is the Nefarious One page and me, and we go to the movies, and and we do our little reviews and stuff like that.
I got to partake in one of them. That was so fun.
Which we still haven't gotten out yet because, yeah, I know. It's still hey, you got to talk to the Nefarious One, that sort of thing.
That was so fun, though. I mean, I can't even talk about it.
Yeah, well, it's going to be coming out as maybe like a bonus. Then we got to figure that out. Again, figuring it out. But yeah, so check those out too, because there are opinions. And if you saw the movie, awesome. I mean, we did Wakanda Forever, which I think pretty much everybody has seen. We did some other Glass Onion, Knives Out, whatever.
Knives Out, yeah.
Check it out. I mean, because it's fun. The Nefarious One, you got to watch her though. I'm just telling you, she takes after those two right there.
Oh, but earlier, like, she was totally mirroring him. So like.
I'm just saying Joker Riddler type situation going on over here. So, but then after that, after Rockology, segue, we did Gearheart.
I love Gearheart.
We love Gearheart. Gearheart, I mean, those boys they put it out there.
We've known them for a while now.
Yeah.
And I've done so many interviews with them.
And they were on our first season finale. They were at the Broadway Music. So not only do you, when you watch this episode with us with Gerhard, you can actually go back and see the extra bonus performance of, Zeppelin song and one of the originals. And so, you can definitely go back and get a little extra Gerhard.
Those boys sure do know how to rock. And they're coming out with new content too. So
yeah,
I'm really excited about that. We got to hear about 4 of their songs that were new during the Gearheart show. One of them we didn't know was new. And I'm like rocking out to it like, oh my God, this like jams. Like, who is this? And then at the end, because it was before we started filming them, they're like, that was a brand new one. And I was like, what?
Right?
Because I was seriously like, wow. It was so crunchy, like grunge. And I was like, I literally was going to ask them who that was.
Right.
And then they're like, that's us. And I was like, that makes it even better.
So yeah, I mean, we give out mad props to, Gearheart. We wish them, all the success in the world.
We have the best banter with Gearheart.
And then, and the other thing about Gearheart too is like, because they do covers, and but they do covers like, I mean, they're doing Rush. Yeah, I mean, that's not your average.
And Floyd. And
the Zeppelin sets that they do.
Yeah.
You know, their rendition of a Whole Lot of Love.
Yeah.
You can you see it on our episode.
But
I mean,
still, like not like you hardly ever hear. And they were doing like Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
And like Ace. Unfortunately.
Yeah. So yeah, they were doing.
I can't even say it. I can't even say what the other one was that they're doing.
So, but they're doing for doing covers. They're doing more challenging covers, which is really cool. Which I really do enjoy.
And you want to know something? On that day that we filmed with Gearhart, he was getting over a sinus infection.
And it still
sounded like I can't even do it. That's how good it was. I can't even. Like you don't even want me to try.
Yeah. So I mean, those guys were just phenomenal. And then we were like, what do we do next? I mean,
what did we do next?
Well, we did the Rocky. So I mean, you have.
I feel like we did more though.
No, this is really it. I mean, this is the end of the year came quick. But so we, if you watch the channel, please go back and watch some of these other videos and stuff like that. Because we do a lot of videos on music bands. We did comedy open mic nights. We did 2 episodes. One at Miller Beach. We also did one at the Market Lounge, which unfortunately is closing at the end of this month. But there's another place that opened up for open mic. So, but we did that. So, and then like, what can we do? We're sitting around, because that's what we do. We get together, and certain things happen, and then we start talking, and usually how she talks, and she just rambles on and on and on, about nothing. But after what a good 2.5 hours of listening to you ramble, we actually come across some ideas. And we have the good.
Sorry, I'm sorry. You're rambling so long, I fell asleep.
So we have the Good Idea book.
We do have the Good Idea book, and it's so secret. I have it in my bag.
She's handcuffed to it at this point. The handcuffs around her ankle, and she drags it around. It's really weird. I don't understand it, but hey, she says it's top secret. But anyways.
That's because it is top secret.
Yeah. So, we were thinking, like I said, how can we push it to the next level? Because I go online onto YouTube, and I watch other, YouTubers. I mean, I love the Grim Life Collective. Those guys are phenomenal. Please, I'm going to tag these guys in there. So if you guys see us, same thing with Creature Features. I'm going to tag you guys too. Tangela, Vincent, and Livingston. You guys are phenomenal. And I look up to you guys, for that kind of stuff. And the same thing with the Horror Geek, Mike Bracken, dude, seriously, love, and Brandon Tinhold, these are
he's the YouTube guy.
Yeah, but these are guys that YouTube people that I look up to, a lot. So it's really cool, So we were again thinking just kind of how to, stand out a little bit from the crowd, and we came up with it's a classic. I mean, it's the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
It's more than a classic. It's a cult classic.
I mean, it's a phenomenon.
So much of a cult classic. It's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
We talk about that. Well, we mentioned that multiple times in the episode.
Yeah. And then, if anybody knows, about Rocky Horror, that it's a family.
Well, I didn't know really, but you did because you had been involved. I watched it when I was younger, but then I was married for a very long time, and now everything is different. So I was able to go to the show. And that was really fun. I had never been to one in the theater.
Yeah. So it was definitely cool as you were a virgin to the Rocky Horror, and you got to experience and stuff. Yep. And again, the cast, TR and Angelina. Everybody just phenomenal. Sarah, who played Columbia, she was awesome. And Destiny played Frankenfurter.
It was fun.
So yeah, it was
fun to finally get to some of the cast we got to talk to right away and mingle with because they weren't up right away or whatever. But when it came down to certain cast members, we literally had to wait until the last minute to talk to them.
Right? Yeah, it was.
It was
like right
really
before showtime. And so get this, guys. So the theater we were at, the Hoosier Theater. Okay, it's a famous theater.
I had never been there.
And acts like Laurel and Hardy played there. They played that stage. Legends of comedy legends for me. and to think that we're backstage, under the stage, in what would have been the dressing rooms for these masters. You know, that's who they are to me. They're just comedy gods. You know, they just anything and everything. You know, Marx Brothers Chaplin. You know, Laurel and Hardy, Buster Keaton. I mean, that stuff. Know that these guys, the Stooges. You know, know that these guys played the stage, and that we actually filmed and did a show there. To me,
I was just having fun because I was backstage. We were understage.
Yeah, it was
so cool. And me being an artsy person who has been in theater before and like would make probably props or something with theater.
Yeah.
I'd be like helping them get ready, but it was like so fun.
Yeah.
It was so fun.
I mean, it was an emotional ride for me just because it is Rocky Horror and my past history with it, and then coupled on top of the fact that just people that I just idolize, you know, probably, you know, like, I mean, look, I mean, seriously, like, I mean, it doesn't, you know, I got stooge stuff, I mean, I'm total geek for it all, and to be able to do a show that I was part of creating, you know.
Well, I really enjoy.
Oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. It's just you talk a lot. You know, I think it's also because Laurel and Hardy mean a lot more to you, and I never really had an opportunity to get to know them as a child or when I was growing up.
See, I actually learned about them later on, and I was inundated with the Stooges and the Marx Brothers. So, but I
didn't get to watch any of that when I was a kid.
Just you miss out so much, incredible. Just we wouldn't have comedy today if it wasn't for them. So, but anyways, guys, so this was great.
It was,
and you know, and we got the Nefarious One page. If you've noticed, we do storyline stuff. So if you guys watch it, kind of confused, gotta go back a couple episodes and watch those and kind of catch up with the story. We try to, you know, make it somewhat interesting for our stories and that. And just a huge shout out to you guys. You know, the musicians, the artists, the creative minds. You know, everyone in Weirdland. It's our tip of the hat to you guys, because I mean,
you inspire us to keep going.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep going whether you like it or not. So you know, might as well just go ahead and get used to it, right? So you might have noticed we've actually had a couple of additions to our cast. On the last episode, they did make a special appearance.
Yes, they did. With special voiceovers.
You know, so I mean, we're not sure, you know, where they came from or anything. They did just pop up. I mean, we put an ad on Craigslist, you know, that we were looking for cast members and stuff like that, and just all of a sudden they
seriously
they popped up. I mean, but you know, I say we probably introduce them.
Can I tell the truth? I made them with my bare hands.
And the illusion's dead. Anyways, so yeah. So if you've seen these guys here, they're after us apparently. This one took their nip, and but yeah, we're gonna be seeing a lot more of these guys, but not right now. So back to us.
And the illusion's gone.
And so guys, yeah, happy holidays. Hope you made it through the probably half hour or a little bit over half hour of us jibber jabbering. Mostly you talking.
I could have talked a lot more about the Hoosier Theater.
Oh, we could have.
Like for real.
Yeah,
architecture, the beauty, the structure, the pictures.
Yeah. The floor, the ceiling. We can even throw in the
curtains.
Serious,
we're not joking actually, because like the whole thing, like a Scooby-Doo quality to it, but it was like 10 times better because all the detail.
Right? Yeah. So on that note, guys, yeah, Happy Christmas, Merry New Year's, Happy Hanukkah, Happy whatever you're celebrating. What's the celebrate? Is there any other?
I'm being forced to celebrate holidays.
Yeah, right.
Family.
Halloween's coming back soon, so yay us. All right, guys. we'll see you next year on Night of Living Jam.
Night of Living Jam!
Ho, ho, ho.